Hey guys, I'm Roxette Arisa, and today we're going to be going over some eyeshadow do's and don'ts. So as you can tell, I'm looking a little crazy because I did this full side of my face. Well, no, I'm only doing eyeshadow today. So I did this complete eyeshadow look, on point, on fleek, all the do's that I know. This eye is all the things I don't recommend doing as far as eyeshadow goes. So in this video, we're going to be going over everything, including what to do, what not to do, what brushes to use. I'm going to try to give you all of my best tips in regards to eyeshadow. When I was doing this eye, I almost had like heart palpitations because it is just, no. This is a hot mess and I don't want any of you guys to look like this, okay? This is not okay as far as the eyeshadow goes. And for this video, that's a good thing. These are just my personal tips and tricks. Obviously, makeup is an expression of your own personal creativity and whatever you think works for you, you know what I mean? So if I say something that you do on a regular basis that you love how it looks, girl, keep doing you do you. Before I hop into the video, make sure to hit that button up there to subscribe to my channel. Then you will always see my videos when they pop up and we can have a lot of fun here. So go ahead, do it, subscribe. So if you want to learn all of my eyeshadow do's and don'ts, then just keep watching. This side is going to be the bad side. So all of the eyeshadow no-nos that you definitely don't want to do. And then this side over here is going to be the good side. So all of the tips and tricks and eyeshadow do's. The first eyeshadow don't that I have for you guys is neglecting your eyeshadow primer. You definitely do not want to do this. You'll see what a huge difference it makes. This side is just, it does not blend out well without a primer. It goes on patchy, it doesn't get as pigmented, and it tends to crease if you have oily eyelids like me. And on the other hand, an eyeshadow do is to apply a primer, obviously. Like I said, this is really going to help with creasing problems, pigmentation, blendability. It's going to cancel out any redness or discoloration on your eyelids. So it's just going to give us a nice, clean base for our eyeshadows to build upon. Another eyeshadow do is to set that primer that you just put down with either a translucent powder or a light colored eyeshadow. My personal favorite is Anastasia Beverly Hills Blanc eyeshadow. This is mandatory for me because it gives you such a clean slate and everything you put on top is just going to blend out so much better, so it makes your life way easier. A huge eyeshadow don't is going in with black eyeshadow or any dark eyeshadow right away. This is where panda eyes are born, people, and you just don't want to go there. Just trust me, do not do this, especially not with a very densely packed brush. So this is basically like two don'ts in one. However, an eyeshadow do, on the other hand, is to use a big fluffy blending brush and start building up your eyeshadows. This is what we call transitional shades. So the concept is that you start out with lighter eyeshadows and build your way up to the darkest shadows. This technique is really going to help you achieve that nice gradient of color, and it's going to help everything blend together seamlessly and smoothly. And I do recommend using a natural haired blending brush just because it's really going to help you disperse the product as evenly as possible and get that seamless blend that we want. Once you've built your way up to those dark shades, an eyeshadow do is to use a small precision brush to apply the dark shades. So in this case, I'm going in with a black, and you can see when I use a small brush, I have the precision and control over the area and the shadow, so I know exactly where it's going and exactly where I'm placing it. Then I like to go in with a blending brush, so something a little bit more fluffy, and blend it to your heart's desire. This is really going to help, again, just stray from the panda eyes and the raccoon eyes because we don't want none of that. The difference between the two sides is just insane. But our next eyeshadow do is to use a flat synthetic brush to apply our main base eyeshadow shade. This is really going to help with the pigmentation of the eyeshadow itself. It's going to help pack on that product while minimizing the amount of fallout that you get. And when you're using a pressing motion with your flat synthetic brush, you are going to be golden, girl. You will be good to go. You will have so much pigmentation and not very much fallout, which is definitely what we want. An eyeshadow don't is using a fluffy brush for the main base shade. So basically, the fluffier the brush, the less pigmentation you're going to get, because fluffy brushes are mostly used for blending out shades and just making everything look seamless and work together. So when you're going for pigmentation, I do not recommend using a fluffy brush. this is not going well for me. This side is just no. An eyeshadow do that I do all the time is cleaning up my mistakes with a light colored eyeshadow. So I place a light colored eyeshadow right above the spot where, you know, something looks a little messy or I want to change the shape. And then I go back in with my blending brush and just blend out the edges, and it's good as new. This next one is painful, guys. So a big eyeshadow don't is using a stark black eyeshadow on the bottom lash line straight away. I've done this before and I honestly regret every single second of it because it just looks really, really harsh and just a little crazy on me. But if you do want to have that smoky eye effect that we all love, then an eyeshadow do that you can do is using a black kohl pencil and running this along the waterline. I like to do that and then take a lighter shade like a medium brown or a light brown and blend it out with a pencil brush. This allows you to have that smoky eye effect with a black shade, but it's not going to look as harsh as if you just go straight into the deep end with a black eyeshadow, because again, you're getting that gradient effect, sort of the same idea that we did on that top lid. We're just applying that to the bottom lashes now. My next eyeshadow do is to make it look nice and crisp using whatever you like. So you could use business cards, tape if you want, a little makeup wipe action like me. This is my favorite way just because it's the easiest for me. So I like to clean up any flaw and then make that ending super crisp and sharp and swoop-de-doo. I sharpen it up towards the end of my eyebrow because that's the shape that I found that I really like and that works for me. Then I like to go in with concealer and just sharpen it up a little extra because I'm extra like that, let's be real. And of course, an eyeshadow don't is to leave that fallout everywhere, not, you know, sharpen up the lines or anything. It's just not going to look put together and it could potentially ruin the rest of your makeup as well, which we don't want. That's going to be it for my eyeshadow do's and don'ts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it and we've all been here. I would absolutely love to do other videos like this where I do half good and half bad, just because I think it's really cool to see the differences and everything and teach you guys in that sense. So comment down below if you have any other suggestions for videos I should do like this, like full makeup do's and don'ts, like a full face of good and bad, or even like brow do's and don'ts, lip do's and don'ts, lashes do's and don'ts. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to think of ideas here, but let me know if you have anything or if you want to see any specific do's and don'ts videos from me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and remember, you are beautiful inside and out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!